It's summer now, and most of you probably want to change in some type of way. Whether more fit, being more focused on you, or just genuinely doing better overall in every aspect of your life. You realize that you have to do more, and you can use that to do better and not just waste it doing nothing. But let me tell you this though. Do not deceive yourself this summer. Don't. You can say that you want to do better. You can say that you want to be focused, you want to be disciplined. And you may have a plan that you follow for like one or 2 weeks at max. But when you slip just once trying to build yourself, you start to be, for some reason, inconsistent. Messing up even doing basic tasks that you know you can do, but just the fear of not improving all the time takes your time. You get that? The fear of not improving takes away time for you to actually improve. When you make it a priority to become better, it's good. When you obsess over it though, when you start to obsess over every single detail about it, that's when you're telling your mind, if you're not consistent with this, you can never be great. You can never be successful. Let me explain why. Obsession overall though is not that bad. It's actually needed so you can keep pushing even when you feel tired. But there is a side to it that, to most, it seems alright, it seems fine, but can be dangerous once you enter it. That side is mostly when your whole life, your entire way of living, is all dependent on how perfect or how great your habits are as a whole. And if you mess up on a habit, if you mess up on some type of task or goal, it's like your identity is being shattered. Because you have made your identity, basically, to be perfect, when you're not perfect, it's gonna break your identity. Thinking about being perfect is already pushing your mind off edge, but when you start to amount yourself to that goal, it can hurt you when it may struggle just a little bit. Just a little bit. For example, you can start building discipline up for the first couple of weeks, right? You're doing amazing, you're getting tests done, not wasting a lot of time on them, and ensuring that everything is just neat, all okay. One day, you slip up. It may be due to you waking up late, your body feeling weak, or just you wanting a few extra minutes of comfort on your bed. And just because of that, your whole schedule is ruined. Just because you made your whole identity to become perfect. That is how you would think once one thing messes up. With that thinking, that can ruin your whole day, as it can make you blame other things other than yourself. But reality though, it's not. Mistake is not supposed to just ruin how you are and ruin your schedule completely. No. For me, I have made a lot of mistakes on my schedule and a lot of mistakes on my goals that may have messed me up a bit for that time, but I ensured that the mistake I did doesn't happen again. Instead of complaining about it, worrying over if I'll get more tests done, I instead just adapted. I just did what else I had to do. If I messed up on one task, I'm I'm like, okay, I messed up. Let me double down on the next task and put my all in it. That's what I want you to understand. Having a schedule, being productive, being disciplined does not require 100% perfection. It requires every single thing to go in your favor. Because in reality, it's not. All it needs is consistency, adaptation, and understanding. You will struggle, that's guaranteed. But you have to learn from it. You have to understand what you are struggling with about it and to figure out how to solve it. As if you don't do it, worst come to worst, you're not going to become. For you to understand that all of this, for you to actually think better, for your mind to not see issues as issues themselves, comes from one thing that is essential for growth, and that's an adaptive mindset. Now, an adaptive mindset does not mean just learning from mistakes and doing better from it. It does more than that. It makes you more competent, more self centered, and more understanding of what you're doing at the moment. It makes you actually present. It doesn't make you worry, it doesn't make you little things that you can't control. It gives you a sense of clarity that is needed for you to actually complete what is in front of you. In my experience, I had days where I didn't even want to work out at all. Literally. There's days where when I had to work out, I did not even do it at all because my mindset right here was off. With an adaptive mindset, on the other hand, I knew that I was going to have those struggles, but I didn't let that stop me from not working out or just procrastinating. No. An adaptive mindset makes you actually think about what's going to happen if you do something or if you don't do it. It makes you think about how you're going to go. And it makes you conscious of what am I doing now? What am I doing at this present moment? And is it bettering me? Remember, whatever you think, it influences how you are. If you're going to, every issue comes from other people, that's how you're going to think. But if you step out and understand that you mainly control how you do things, your mind will think differently because it won't just blame other people, but it will help you understand better. Not only that, it also gives you a stronger sense of feedback as you're understanding what you're doing, a resistance in being emotional as you're not including emotions in what you do, so that you won't worry as much, and a boost in confidence knowing that you're able to get through challenges with ease. The good thing about an adaptive mindset is that it helps you get through challenges more easier to just complete the task, but to understand it as well. Most of these things, I'm going to be honest, from my experience, most people don't have this. They usually act emotional and let small issues, small things get into their head. You never want an issue, especially to get into your head. That's when the struggle that you're facing that can easily be solved be complex for no reason at all. So what I want you to do is start building up an adaptive mindset. Not just because of the benefits itself, not just because it makes you think better, so that whatever things you think about, whatever you do, you are conscious. As you can just say things, speak things, and even do things that are influenced by how you see, what you hear, and what you think. Think about it. How many times have you watched a video, read a book, or learned something online that you know is harmful for you? At that moment, it may not influence how you are, but if you keep exposing yourself to the content where it's not benefiting you for good, your mind's gonna process that and it's gonna act more as what you learned. It's gonna try and relate to what you've been learning about. It's everything happens in the mind for a reason. And if you don't properly control it, if you don't understand what you're thinking about and how you're going with things, you're never gonna understand how you can become better with yourself. So that's a mindset. First, shift your mindset to understand that losses equal understanding. Start to probably think on what you're doing as a whole and what you're chasing, and slowly build up habits and complete tasks that genuinely support an adaptive mindset. I have a video here that kind of goes a little bit more in depth about the mindset, which I will link here. But this is a good rough idea on what you need to do to just start getting back to that mode of an adaptive mindset. You want to ensure that everything you do, everything you watch, everything you consume on a day-to-day basis genuinely influences you to do better, to make you do better, to make you not lazy, to make you not procrastinate, but to lead you into success. If you try and change without really understanding what you are, how you're doing things, and you still have a mindset where you're acting emotional or where you're not really thinking about what to do, you're not going to think properly. You're just going to think about the now, try to influence bad habits and just negative emotions that are not good for you at all. Don't let the bad things you consume influence your future. All in all, that's all that I had to say for today. So make sure to work out when needed to, start understanding what you're watching, and start building an adaptive mindset. An adaptive mindset is going to help you understand what you're doing at the moment so that you can make to do. Because whatever you watch, whatever you see is going to influence how you are if you keep feeding it to your mind. Alright? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.